Brendan Fraser, the beloved actor known for his charismatic roles in films like The Mummy and his recent triumphant return in The Whale, has always exuded a sense of playful whimsy that endears him to fans worldwide. But beyond the silver screen, it's his personal life, particularly the quirky rituals he shares with his family, that truly showcases his down-to-earth charm. In a candid revelation, Fraser opened up about one of his household's most unconventional holiday traditions: dressing up a life-sized, three-dimensional rubber deer stationed in their backyard, transforming it into the star of their Thanksgiving festivities. This isn't your standard turkey carving or pumpkin pie baking. It's a full-on sartorial spectacle that blends nostalgia, creativity, and a dash of absurdity, turning what could be a mundane backyard fixture into a canvas for familial joy. Picture this: as the crisp autumn air gives way to the golden hues of falling leaves, Fraser and his loved ones gather not just for a meal, but for an artistic endeavor that has become as integral to their Thanksgiving as the gratitude they express around the table. The rubber deer, a durable, weather-resistant statue that's likely seen better days but holds an irreplaceable spot in their hearts, stands sentinel in the backyard like a silent guardian of holiday cheer. In years past, the family has approached the dressing with a nod to tradition, swaddling the deer in cozy winter scarves, perhaps a knitted hat pulled low over its molded antlers, or even a pair of oversized mittens that dangle comically from its front legs. These choices evoke the warmth of the season, a visual reminder of snuggling by the fire amid the chill outside. It's a gentle entry into the holidays, a way to ease into the magic without overwhelming the senses. But Fraser, ever the innovator with a mischievous glint in his eye, isn't content to let tradition stagnate. This year, he's plotting something far more audacious: an escalation of eccentricity that promises to elevate their ritual to legendary status within the family lore. He envisions not just clothing the deer, but accessorizing it with items scavenged from the odd corners of their home, items that speak to the improvisational spirit of the holidays. Take for instance his idea of ping-pong balls, simple, white spheres that, when halved with a careful snip of scissors, become makeshift eyeballs. With a few strokes of a permanent marker to add pupils and irises, these orbs can be affixed to the deer's face, granting it a wide-eyed, surprised expression that captures the essence of Thanksgiving astonishment, the moment when the first bite of pie hits your tongue, or when an unexpected guest arrives with a heartfelt story. It's a touch of whimsy that turns the deer from a passive prop into an animated participant, as if it's peering curiously at the gathering humans, wondering what all the fuss is about. And then there's the piece de resistance: an old dental mold, a relic from one of Fraser's routine checkups at the dentist, complete with the faint impressions of teeth that make it eerily lifelike. Slipping this into the deer's mouth, Fraser imagines, will lend it a toothy grin, a buck-toothed beam that screams unbridled enthusiasm for the feast ahead. It's the kind of detail that could only come from someone as imaginative as Fraser, who has spent decades embodying characters that straddle the line between the heroic and the humorous. This isn't mere decoration, it's storytelling through absurdity, a way to infuse the inanimate with personality and invite laughter into the crisp November air. One can almost hear the family's chuckles echoing as they step back to admire their handiwork, the deer now a grotesque yet endearing hybrid of woodland creature and holiday reveler, its smile frozen in silicone permanence. What makes this tradition so special, however, isn't just the visual spectacle, it's the collaborative spirit it fosters. Fraser describes himself not as the director of this backyard production, but as a willing participant alongside his family members, each contributing ideas that reflect their unique personalities. Perhaps a child suggests adding LED lights strung through the antlers for a glowing effect at dusk, turning the deer into a beacon that guides guests to the door. Or a partner might propose draping it in a festive tablecloth repurposed as a cape, evoking images of a superhero deer ready to battle the boredom of routine holidays. These moments of brainstorming become as cherished as the final reveal, building anticipation like the slow simmer of gravy on the stove. In a world where holidays can feel scripted and commercialized, endless ads for the perfect tree or the must-have gadget, this ritual strips away the excess, reminding everyone that joy often hides in the handmade, the imperfect, the utterly original. Fraser's reluctance to take on the culinary helm further underscores the laid-back ethos of their celebrations. He positions himself squarely as the venue owner, a gracious host who provides the space but leaves the heavy lifting to others. This isn't laziness, it's a deliberate choice to prioritize connection over perfection. Imagine the scene, the backyard aglow with the deer's eccentric attire catching the late afternoon sun, while inside pots clatter and aromas waft, roasted turkey with herbs, cranberry relish tart with a hint of orange zest, mashed potatoes creamy and indulgent. Friends and relatives arrive bearing dishes they've prepared with love, a signature stuffing laced with sausage and sage, or a vegetable medley roasted to caramelized perfection. Fraser, sleeves rolled up but apron optional, circulates with a drink in hand, facilitating conversations that meander from gratitude lists to inside jokes. The pressure is off. No one frets over whether the bird is carved just so or if the wine pairs ideally. Instead, the focus shifts to presence, the shared glances of amusement at the deer's googly eyes, the stories swapped over seconds of pie.